Hi, my name is James Bellman, and I want to share with you week 6 speech. I'm choosing to give you a recipe for a General Tso's chicken. I believe you will enjoy it. In my mind, it is quite tasty. So let's begin. First thing you need, obviously, is chicken. You're going to need about 5 pounds of chicken breasts. You're going to need 3 large eggs, tablespoon of salt, a teaspoon of salt. You're going to need black pepper, white pepper, cornstarch. For the sauce, you're going to use 8 tablespoons of dark soy sauce, 8 tablespoons of hoisin, 4 tablespoons of Shaoxing rice wine. You're going to need 4 tablespoons of dry sherry, 8 tablespoons of black or red rice vinegar, your choice, 4 teaspoons of sugar, 8 tablespoons of chicken broth. Other ingredients you're going to need is going to be an entire head of garlic, 4 tablespoons of minced ginger, 6 green onions, 15 to 20 red chili peppers, 1 teaspoon of coriander, sesame oil to taste, and oil to deep fry the chicken, obviously. So let's get started. We're going to cut the chicken into 1-inch cubes. We're going to add all the marinade ingredients and make sure that the chicken is well coated and let the chicken sit for about 30 minutes. After the chicken is sat for about 30 minutes, what we're going to do is coat the entire chicken with the cornstarch. Then we're obviously going to deep fry the chicken. Remember to doing it in small batches will make life a whole lot easier and goes by pretty quickly. While the chicken is deep frying, what we can do is go ahead and start making the sauce. Well, let's go do the chopping first. That's a little bit easier. We're going to go ahead and mince up the garlic, the ginger, and the green onions. The garlic and ginger we want to finely mince. The green onions we can cut into long diagonals pieces. We can cut into little bits. It doesn't really matter. It's more of a garnishment for that point. The last thing we want to cut up is the red chili peppers. They are extremely hot, so when you do this, make sure you wear gloves, because if you ever have had capsaicin oil in your eyes, it burns. When we cut up the peppers, we're just looking for nice chunks. We do want to remember to remove the seeds. If we keep the seeds, there will be additional heat. Not always pleasant. By this point, the chicken should be relatively done deep frying, remembering doing it all in small batches. We're going to let the oil cool down unless we have another wok. I'm fortunate enough to have 2 or 3. After the oil is cooled down, what we want to do is remove the oil from the wok. What we're going to do is saute or stir fry the ingredients. What we want to start with is going to be we're going to start with the garlic and ginger first. In about 30 seconds, give or take. You just want to make it aromatic. After the garlic and chicken are done, we then will add the hot peppers. Remember to open a window when you're doing the hot peppers, because as the heat penetrates the peppers, the capsaicin oil will become airborne, and some people do have issues with that. After this process, it should be about a minute. we're going to add all that chicken right back to the pot. Warm it up for about a minute or two. Then what we're going to do is move the chicken all to the sides of the wok. The reason we do that is that way we have a nice cavity in the center. This is where we're going to pour the sauce. In about a minute or two, because the pan is fairly hot, the sauce is going to start boiling. As it starts boiling, what we want to slowly do is add all the different pieces of chicken, slowly pulling it down from the sides and mixing it. This concoction will get fairly thick, and the thicker the better. And that is my General Tso's chicken. I typically like to serve it with rice. Now, one of the interesting things while doing this is I was a little curious as to who General Tso was. So I did do some research on the internet and found some information on General Tso. General Tso is a formidable 19th century general who is said to have enjoyed eating chicken. He was born in 1812 in Zhang country. It was a Hunan province. He died in 1885 after a career in a dynasty, civil and military administration. He led a successful military campaign against various rebel groups, but is best known for recapturing the Great Western Desert region of Xinjiang from rebellious Muslims. The real roots of the dish lie in the chaotic aftermath of the Chinese Civil War, when the leadership of the defeated National Party fled to the island of Taiwan. They took with them many talented people from the mainland, including a number of notable chefs, and foremost among them was Peng Shang-Qiu. Peng was born in 1919 into a poverty-stricken household in a Hunan capital, and I can't pronounce it, I'm sorry. As a teenager, he served as an apprentice to a famous chef who had just opened his own restaurant. After his many years of hard apprenticeship, Tsang won acclaim as a chef in his own right. By the end of World War II, he was in charge of the national government banquets, and when the Nationals met their humiliating defeat, Communists, in 1949, he fled with them to Taiwan. There he committed to cater for official functions. So, with the information I was able to find out, General Tso's chicken wasn't actually invented until 1973. And many people believe it to be a Chinese dish, though it's not. It seems to be more Hunan than Chinese. So that is my presentation for week 6. Thank you.